we being watched?
Yes. So are we curating ourselves?
Or being curated?
Commandments, one. Man, can't tell me nothing about this coke. Can't tell me nothing about this crack, this weed.
Hey guys, it's Millie K.
And Jay.
And today we're going to be talking about how Gen Z is under constant surveillance. So how this idea came into fruition is I was scrolling on TikTok and something that I was just talking about 10 minutes before had popped up on my For You page as an ad for me to buy it. And I was like, and this is not a new thing, but I feel like because we make it as a joke, our generation is so desensitized to how crazy that is.
Right.
That is dystopian. Like, what do you mean? Okay, one time, it's a coincidence, but 10 times, 20 times, like, I don't even remember how many times that happened in the past month. That's how many times that happened.
It used to happen, like, a long time ago, though. Like, I feel like that's been happening forever. Like,
Yeah.
I've always noticed that. No way what I just said is on my phone right now.
Right.
Or that somebody was even mentioning something, and then I see, like...
Even the algorithm period, like, it's constantly watching how many seconds you watch a video, how much you like a certain type of video, comment, send it to your friends, so that way more of that content is being pushed onto your algorithm and your For You page. And we just think that's normal.
Well, another thing that I was thinking literally yesterday was I really see a different TikTok from, like, everybody.
Yes,
Like,
bro.
but at the same time, I had this thought that, but we're all still somehow seeing the same things.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we all know going on about stuff, but then I was like, well, for me, I know about stuff, but I don't really know about, like, really what's happening. And I'm not, like, chronically online to know the minute it happens. Like, I will find out, obviously, by just, you know, having friends and stuff, but I'm not seeing that on my social media. I hear about it because I know people. Do you know what I mean? It's so interesting then. How could you know about all the things that you know about or see all the things that you see? Like, my TikTok is completely different from yours. I see none of that. I see, like, and you wonder why I don't send you TikToks, because it's like, even though I very much agree with, like, all the TikToks that you send me and, like, they're funny and they're this and they're that, I will never see that kind of stuff, like, on my thing. Because I don't know, we're just different, right?
Yeah.
But that's weird. Not necessarily withholding, but there's something that I don't know here.
Definitely withholding, because your For You page is basically an echo chamber. And what I mean by that is because you're liking certain things over and over again, it's only going to show you things that you probably agree with.
Right.
So that can be a problem in itself, to be honest.
And it is, to be frank.
Clock them. As we talk about dang near every video, because social media is a problem and we're going to dissect it in all different angles. But I was telling Jaylene how I don't like the platform of, like, Instagram Live or TikTok Live or just anything live, because I don't like people knowing exactly what I'm doing at the exact same time in the location. And I just think it's dystopian for someone to watch your every single move. And sometimes people be doing, like, 24-hour lives. Like, that's crazy.
And they go places, like, they go to, like, amusement parks, and they will be live the whole time, or go to dinner somewhere.
Or, like, even...
And it's, like, they'll be there
house
for a
tour,
minute.
House tour, or, like, day in the life of me as, like, a single 21-year-old, like, and I feel like that's putting you in danger, because now, like, creepy people could see your posts, see your lives, and just follow you, because you're literally taking us through a step-by-step tutorial on how and where you go. That's not crazy.
But again, like, it's weird because that's business.
Even Love Island, to keep things relevant, we're literally watching these people for 6 weeks every single day.
And that's another thing that I thought about, like, years ago. My grandparents and stuff are very encapsulated in, like, what's going on in the people, like, that they idolize is life, right? Not even just them, it's everybody. Anybody that is a fan to any idolized person, famous person, there's gonna be that want to know what's going on with them. If they're giving you what is going on with them, like, all the time, you're gonna eat that up. You're gonna love that. And that's the issue with, you know, they say sell your soul.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah.
It's not an exaggeration.
I kind of want to go into something that you said very, very quickly, but I think it's very important to emphasize. You said that it's business. The reason that people do this is because they know people will like that. Like they know people will want to see what they're doing. Isn't that weird? I love watching Love Island. I love watching other reality TV shows. But when you think about it deeper, I don't know. It seems crazy to me, but maybe I'm just that one woke friend.
No. Because here, my thing is that, like, if I think too deep about my life, like, it freaks me out. Like, it really, like, I can't, like, I really have to just vibe, right? I just have to, you know, because it's like, no, it's crazy that we're even here. Do you know what I mean? Like, that I'm even doing this right now.
That's why, like, when I be saying that I don't like being with people who don't talk about anything, because how could you not think about all these crazy scenarios, bro? And that's why I like our YouTube channel, because we're not just talking about, like, oh, makeup tutorial. Like, yeah, we're gonna do that too, but nah, like,
and like at the same time,
yes,
we are still going to, of course, go with the algorithm. We're still going to do the job, right? But to not address the severity and just craziness of it, it's just not our style
at all,
to be honest.
So are we curating ourselves
or being curated, in the sense that are we making our personalities off of what we believe in and what we stand by? And the answer to that is that we would have no chance to. Do you know what I mean? We are so encapsulated in social media that it's hard for us to make our own opinions. Like, if somebody has a bad opinion about somebody or something on the internet, normally I find that people will following the leader and kind of just like taking the masses take on things. And also I feel as though people push their opinions so much in your face and in a way that is on such a bigger scale than you think. Like, you are hearing the opinions from people thousands and thousands of miles and acres away from you, like
including
literally
us,
worlds away from you, and you are taking their opinion into consideration. And that was something that wasn't done back then. And maybe looking at our history, American history, the South and like all of these places were divided in their ideas because that's who was closest to them. But now our opinions are divided on such a larger scale. It's a very surreal thing to think about.
You really don't get the chance to, because sometimes I think, like, how would some of these people act if they didn't have the trendiest influencer telling them what to wear, eat, and sleep? And, like, would y'all be who y'all are? That's why people need to be themselves, you know what I mean?
You know, that's so interesting that you say that, because that is a crazy thought. Like, who are we if we're not replicating? Who are we if we're not, you know, seeing something and acting a certain way because of it? Do you know what I mean?
It might be for like survival. Like, maybe this is like how
I was just gonna say, it's human instinct. It's genuinely, because when you're a baby, you see something, you react to it in a deep way. It affects the baby's body.
Exactly. And we touched on this when we were talking about like aesthetics in one of our like first videos. We were saying like how there's like the baddie aesthetic, clean girl aesthetic, aesthetic, and it's like now people want to specifically only do one aesthetic because their favorite influencer is doing it. Like, that's not weird. Take their whole lives at that. Like I said, even the get readies with me, they watch it, so a lot of the times they can replicate it to the T.
And that's the thing, a lot of people's makeup looks similar. Like, I've seen the Ari Kitsia makeup going around everywhere, and everybody's like doing like her exact makeup style. Very cute. But, you know, and it's always been a thing. This is not something new. We're not telling you something new right now. We're just saying, think about how crazy that is. You know, all this time. And you think, you know, you're secure in yourself and you know yourself very well. But if you see something online and it changes your opinion, how well do you know yourself?
It's
you
not
know?
always bad to do that though, because sometimes
No.
your opinion, like, it can develop, let's just say that.
Mhm.
Like a workout routine, whenever I go onto TikTok and I'm searching up new workouts that I want to try, I don't steal their whole routine. I just like mix and match different routines that people have, because at the end of the day, like, it's supposed to be catered for me, you know what I mean? So I feel like a lot of people lack self-identity in the sense where they want to do something exactly how somebody else has already done it.
And honestly, like, I don't know if you've experienced this or seen this, but I just see it in other people that, like, it's really severe for them and they will go, like, really far with it. And not in my day-to-day life, but I've seen, like, online and stuff, they will go really far. Like, this is very extreme, but the Ariana impersonator,
oh my gosh,
her life goes to that.
That's
Do you know
a
what
perfect
I mean?
person to bring up.
Yeah.
No, let's really dive into her, because she was doing this when I was 9 years old. I'm 19, guys. She is still doing it. That's not mentally okay.
It does pay her bills, and we were talking about where is money taking us. Like, she is going on with this humiliation in order to make a bank. We know, girl, like, we get it, but definitely has a psychological effect. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It can't not, you know? So,
and that's scary on Ariana's part, to jump back into the surveillance, because this girl's literally watching her every move, dyeing her hair when Ari dyes her hair, like, doing her makeup the way, like, because as Ari developed into a woman, from like Kat Valentine to the woman we see now, she has gone through each and every single stage of Ariana Grande.
Yeah.
That's insane.
The reason that I say, you know, it's a dramatized version of what I'm talking about in this scenario is that there are people that are such big fans that they really act a certain way. And also, wouldn't you say that Gen Z has like a stereotypical way of acting? Like, if they're on TikTok or something and they blow up, like, their way of acting is pretty similar, or characterized, influenced. Well, no, not necessarily. I'm not even talking about that. The sayings that we have today in the cadence that we do, like demure.
Yeah, I was saying influencer voice. That's what people call it. Like, all the influencers, if you listen to them, they talk all the same and use the same slang.
I've seen like some severe cases of that behavior. Because, you know, I'm gonna say right every second of the day. Like, right. Well, yes, all the time. But I feel as though I have my own personality besides that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I am not just like, and to further defend the point that yes, we are being curated, is look at the different generations. Like, we think millennials are so millennial for various different reasons. But all that to be said, yes, everybody in that generation, what they went through, what their social life was like, curated them to be the people that they are today. And we put them in that categorization.
Something major to distinguish each generation.
Yes. So, in, like, you know, you could just tell, like, when somebody was born or things like that. So I think, yes, absolutely. Simply human nature. And we adapt, but it's no longer adapting to survive. It's adapting to survive in a social situation. Everything is just so social. And again, it brings us back to things are so televised. Because of that, we can't help but adjust.
And I kind of want to talk about like some of the distinguishing features of each generation, and I'm gonna take it through the fashion lens because, you know, I'm a fashion girly, but down to designers knowing what to make because they studied each generation. Because when you go back to like the 80s, like the flared pants and like the bright fun colors, it's because they're constantly watching what people like and then developing that, so that way everybody can continue to low-key kind of look the same. Kind of like they're trying to force us to be identical. Eventually, if we keep going in this direction, everybody's gonna look the exact same.
I feel like it did happen.
Right.
We do. We all, yeah. Back in the, 1700s, when everybody was wearing corsets and, you know what I mean? Like, that was the era, if anything. If you want to make everybody look that way, and then we said no. We want to try to have our own sense of style. But history repeats itself and is always the same every time.
Just in a different font. In a different font, bro.
Not just fashion designers, it's the government.
Everything.
It's
everything.
Business in general. You have to know your audience. You have to know the people that you're trying to engage with, buy your products, do the thing. And unfortunately, it's very corrupt.
Yeah.
It's a very, very corrupt way to think, because when you think about business, you can put love into business, of course, but there's a statistics part of it that it's not love. It's this is what's working, this is what's not.
To go into like the corrupt nature of business and how this could potentially lead into a dark path, I want to talk about how companies and influencers mask ulterior motives as convenience. They make it seem as if they're making our lives easier. They're actually using it as a way to track us. For example, when the iPhone 6 came out, or whatever phone, they came up with this new fingerprint feature, and it was like, ooh, it's so cool, it's innovative, and it's gonna be so easy, you don't have to type in your password anymore. And we were like, oh, okay, I like that. And then was the Face ID, and the same thing. We were like, you know what, the fingerprint's not it anymore, I'll just give them my face to scan. Our Apple Watches, they check our heartbeats per minute. They check our blood pressure, they check our sleep schedule. When I turn on my car, my phone automatically goes 10 minutes till work, because it knows that I'm going to work on that specific day at that specific time. I never set it to do that.
Yeah.
I never set it to do that. It's so normal to us, so why would we question it?
Right.
We can't even avoid these things anymore. And it's gotten also to the point where everything is being recorded, not by like, oh, Siri's listening to you, but because people are actually picking up their phones and choosing to record you because they find whatever you're doing funny or stupid, or they think that it's viral, and you might not even know. People always complain about how Gen Z, or like this new generation, don't know how to party anymore, but it's because some people are too scared that they're gonna be like the next viral clip.
Right.
And
ooh, that's so valid. But also, just to go into the true surveillance side of it, you have a Ring doorbell?
I do.
We can see whatever's going on outside of our house, whatever, but you also don't think about, if I walk by these people's houses right now, I'm being recorded.
True.
Like, you almost can't go anywhere now without being recorded or recording yourself. Because everybody wants to be an influencer. Do you know what I mean? Everybody wants to be seen, right?
And that makes things a lot less genuine, as we kind of mentioned before. Like, everyone wants to be the same, but also in the way that people aren't acting as their authentic self because they're just too scared to. Like, it's gotten to that point, and it's like we keep adjusting for social media and all these cameras, but it's like, at what point do we stop? What point does it get too far? But the fact that people are clout chasing for money, using their kids for views, and like even creating Instagram accounts for their kid before their kid even knows what a phone is, and just posting so much of their baby's life just to get money.
It's innocent in nature, but it can get to a point where, yes, you are exploiting your baby to make money. And there are ways that you can do it that are more acceptable, safe to do. For example, people do make some pretty wholesome videos about their babies, and they keep it private, and they keep it, just look at this my cute baby doing something. You know, they can't truly help if their baby goes viral from doing something cute, you know? It's just kind of what happens now. To keep it going is something that can be a little bit of a different topic.
Right. And digital footprint is insane, because even if you delete that video is still going to be up. Like, if you have your saves on, I could save your video before you delete it and just post it again. Yeah.
And also, just on the baby thing, say they become a more private person, but everybody is like their aunt, knowing exactly how they grew up. Exactly is an exaggeration. But it could end up being like a not so fortunate thing.
Yeah, and we've seen cases like that.
Yes.
Like, this is not something that is going to happen. All of the stuff that we talked about has already happened.
Right.
I just don't think, like, people think like that because, like I said, we're being basically gaslit and being told that these things are helping us.
And normal and beneficial because there's money involved and things like that.
And kind of to go on what I was saying, they also mask all of this as protection, because not only like the Ring doorbells, but then also like sharing your location with even your maps. You need your location for your maps,
right?
But where does that data go? You know what I mean?
Who knows where I'm at? Exactly.
Even sharing it with your friends. Obviously your friends are probably not going to do anything, but like the app still knows where you're at too, because it needs to pull from satellites and stuff. So
you think a lot too, like what is happening with the information of myself. I have to be a known person on this earth to be able to be here. And who has to know that? Like the government. As a society, we have made it a thing that yes, we are going to have these rules. We are going to have one person that has a lot of people to help us like run the space that we have, the earth that we have. We decided to go the route of allowing a big corporation to have all of our information for safety and to be able to create these laws to keep us safe. And all agreed on that upon people that is the best way for things to go.
Right.
But yes, somebody else knows everything about your life and you have no idea who they are, and it is much bigger than you.
Like, we're literally assigned a number when we're born, or when you become a citizen. I'm sure other countries have Social Security, right? Yeah, technically tracked by numbers, like your address, your phone number.
Yes,
like
our license plates. It's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
But we have allowed this to happen.
You can't escape it. You really can't.
Yeah, it's just what we've decided as people to do. And it's just interesting. It's interesting to think about.
Moral of the story is keep that digital footprint clean, because people, whether you like it or not, they are watching you.
Yeah.
Even if you're not a celebrity or an influencer, people are watching you. It's so weird. We think like 300 views is so little, but that's 300 different people.
I was just talking about this in my video yesterday. If I put 500 people in front of me right now, I would geek the fuck out.
It would fill this whole street that we're on.
Right. It'd feel like a protest.
Right. So don't think because you're not a celebrity that
doesn't mean you're not being watched.
Exactly.
To answer the question, are we being watched? Yes.
Answer the question of, are we being curated?
Yes.
Guys, we're just going to leave you at that. Let you sit on that. Sleep on that.
Sleep on that.
Yeah.
Have a good night's rest.
And then come back to us and comment down below if you agree.
We love you guys so much. Turn off Siri on y'all's phones, because I don't have Siri on my phone, because
turn off the app tracking while you at it too.
Alexa, mute her, all that. We'll see y'all soon, and we love you so much. Bye. And if you're watching this video at night, click off. You're not going to be able to sleep.
It's about to get real spooky in here.